Hey people, have you been? Have you been? It's Mercy here, the Messy Edit. So this is a pretty random and different kind of post that I'm putting up today, and it just occurred to me. I want to talk about something that we've probably all experienced, right? And I've heard about this concept, but not in the context that I'm going to talk about today, but in like the economic concept, right? And I'll get to it in just a second. We've all experienced this. It could be in your job, your career, your relationships, romantic relationship or otherwise. It could be in terms of property. It could be in any scenario, right? And this is a concept called the sunk cost fallacy. It's that feeling that you have invested in something so you cannot let it go, and you end up investing more time because you have wasted time. Like, it's such an irony, right? It's such an irony. You waste time because you've already wasted time and other resources, right? So you find yourself still pouring more. So in the concept of a relationship, you find that you've been in a particular relationship. Sorry guys, I can't talk and do this at the same time. In that relationship for like a long time, invested your time. It could also be investment of resources in that relationship. Perhaps you have spent a lot on the girl, sent her to school, paid for her school fees, bought her all sorts of things. Basically, you've invested your resources. Or it could be that you invested your time resources. So you spent a lot of time pretty much with the person, and you feel like, you know what, I need to get ROI for this time that I've put in. ROI in the sense that the relationship needs to work, right? So you end up staying, not because you're feeling it, not because the person is good for you or because you're good for the person, but just because you've already spent time. So you can't really fathom the idea that all that time and resources has gone to waste. And it's very interesting because it's interesting that there's a term to it, because I'm sure everybody has felt it before. You're in a job for so long and you know that, you know what, I'm not feeling this job, right? But you can't go. You can't leave because you feel like, oh, I've spent 10 years on this role. I've spent 10 years in this company. I have done this for this company. I have moved them from point A to point B. I have done all sorts of fantastic stuff for them. How do I go? What's in it for me? Have I wasted all my time? So it's one of those things. Or I've talked about relationship, right? Or even property. You stayed in a particular property for a long time and you feel like, oh, I can't go now. Not because you can't afford a new place, but you just feel like, I've already spent so long here. I have done this to this house already. I have furnished it. I have changed it up. I have improved it. All of that. It could even be in friendships as well. And I guess the point of what I'm trying to say is that if something isn't right, it's not right, to be honest. And no matter how long you stay, you're only going to end up wasting more time. So why don't you just bite the bullet, really, and just make that decision? I mean, it could be that, I'm not saying that you should jump in and make harsh decisions, but you need to evaluate it, right? Is it actually valid, and should you move? And if you find that you have to move, if the only thing keeping you is the sunk cost fallacy, then my brother, my sister, you gotta move. You gotta go. So yeah, this is a public service announcement. If you find yourself in that quagmire of sunk cost, staying in something or somewhere because you have already stayed for so long, because you have already invested in that thing, then it may not really be the right place or situation